Hey there, Star Wars Galaxy Heroes. Today is November 10th, the reset for the 11th. Thanks again to all the veterans out there. I know you guys don't get a lot of love, but I see you. You're seen. Wish you were heard more, but maybe one day. Anyway, hope you're doing well. Thanks for being here. What's going on? Indeed, I just watching Arnold talk about the scythe and how CG just keeps. I, I I don't know what the right word is I would use. I would say not being competent. I don't know if that's the right phrasing, but it seems to be something like that, where they're just, they did this whole Trojan horse thing that Arnold just talked about with the punishing one, where they buffed the tie dagger, essentially nerfing the Chimera, and then they just changed the way the scythe works just out of nowhere, and now it doesn't even work. Took away its ability to work with Chimera, and now it doesn't even work with Executrix, and it's just, you know, I feel like these aren't what I would categorize as um, we didn't mean to, and I kind of can't help but wonder if they have another ship on the horizon. I can still think we're gonna get the home one lifter with Fulcrum with, Ahsoka's ship with Hu Yang, whichever. It's got to be Fulcrum. It's got to be Fulcrum because they wouldn't make a cat, so it's got to be Fulcrum. Um, Fulcrum ship, and then but I'm wondering, is there another ship on the horizon, like like spring or late winter, early spring, something like that? And they're just going out. And, I mean, and if that's the case, I'm sure everything will be fine. But it's like right now, and this is a key point that I keep seeing games make, and I keep wondering why. Why? Where's the why? Why not communicate with the people that play your game? I mean, they're the ones that make it possible for you to play the game, for you to have a job, right? So why not tell them? Because it's problematic. Because let's face it, in this community, Arnold's not nobody. Arnold is the voice of, for better or the worse, he's the voice of pretty much the entire Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes community. Oh, look at that. Okay, we'll take that. Mother Talzine. It's about to be Relic 1. And that means, you know what that means, my friends. I'm just gonna buy these. I mean, I know it's probably not right, but I'm just like, I'm gonna buy these. I'm just gonna buy them. I mean, yeah, sure. Might need to be the best use of my money, but hey, it'll be fine. Let's get this down to there, and let's do 10. So we get things moving a little faster. We'll go down to about 400. But I don't understand because I don't understand why games do this at all. It's like, what is the harm in communicating with people that give you money or that you're trying to get money from on a regular or semi-regular or whatever basis? Doesn't that make sense? When you're saying, "Hey, you guys need to give us money," you're wanting people to give you money, and then you're taking away the reason for them to want to give you money. I just don't get that at all. That to me is of all the questionable decisions that people make all too often, and this is preventable, and you're just making it and you're just like rubbing, and you're just doing it anyway. And people would be much less bitter about it if you just told them, this is what we're seeing, this is what we're gonna this is what we're planning to do, this is why we're planning to do it, you know. And once again, as Arnold has brought up before, it's not like you have a lot of units to test them against. It's not like Balin and Ahsoka, where it's kind of understandable that they took so long to, because they have to be able to know how they perform against every team in the game, because PvP is a thing that people care about. And so, because you don't think, because people apparently don't care about ships, you just wait until people have invested heavily into this thing, and then you're like, okay, that's too good. We're gonna take that away. Does that sound like they've used any type of logic or sound reasoning at all? Because it seems to me like unless you just hate the people that give you money, then what's the harm in saying, hey, this is what we're seeing? Because Arnold is drawing conclusions, and it doesn't matter if they're wrong or right, because you haven't come out and said anything. Guess what that means? And he could be wrong, but because you haven't told us anything, because you haven't told anybody anything, because he says it's so, guess what that means? It's so. When it would have just been better if you would have said, hey, we're taking Force Moon Assault Battle out of the game for the month of November. We're seeing all this data with Leviathan. We're seeing all this stuff with the scythe. This is what we're doing. This is why we're doing it. Let us know what you think. How difficult would that have been? You could have put that out right. You could have put that out right after or the beginning of October. Hey, this is what we're planning on doing. This is what we're seeing. This is why we're seeing it. Just to let you know what's coming up on the horizon. Would anybody have said anything bad about them? I mean, I'm sure somebody would, but at least you prevent Arnold from going out there and making a thing that may or may not have been a problem to begin with bigger. And so don't blame the community because of how they're acting, because you could have been proactive and prevented all of it. Because after all, you're the one who makes the game and is running the game. Because if you don't want to run the game, then guess what you should do? And this, I know it's not going to make you happy, but it's pretty obvious. You shouldn't run the game if you don't want to run the game. And if you get offended because I'm the one who just told you that, well then, maybe seek help. Just maybe. Anyway, gotta go. I think that's all I got for today. Not a whole lot, but just a lot of frustration that could have been avoided and should be, because it doesn't have to be like this. And I know I've been saying that a lot lately, but it's all the time. It doesn't have to be like this. And in this case, it's CG. It doesn't have to be like this. Sorry. Anyway, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, you know what to do. If you want to talk about anything at all, let me know. We can talk about it. It's fine. Other than that, as always, hold the line. Thanks for being here, and we'll see you tomorrow. God bless. Bye.